This is the One Episode Rule podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie. Got no anime to talk about, just a list of ones that I'm gonna start again.
Yeah.
I gotta finish a bunch of them because I watched I keep getting in this thing where I'll watch like 4 to 5 episodes or something and then forget about it. So I have to watch the rest of Witch Hat. I gotta watch the rest of Dan to Dan.
Oh, wow, Dan to Dan.
And then I think I'm going back to Cyberpunk. I'm gonna watch all of that.
Oh, yeah, because they're coming out with more
Because
soon.
there's gonna be more of that. We'll talk about that later. You got
I
anything
think
you plan on watching?
I think that I obviously want to go back to Witch Hat.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to go back to Banana Fish.
Banana Fish.
Banana Fish. Those are my top 2 that I want to get back to right now. Boy, oh boy.
We'll do it. We'll have stuff to talk
We'll
about
have
on the
stuff
podcast.
to talk about.
Do you want to get some news though?
Yeah, let's have some news.
It's Delicious in Dungeon Season 2. That's gonna be next year.
Oh, okay. That's one that I won't have trouble keeping up with.
It's gonna be
like Dungeon Meshy's back.
It's gonna be in October 2027. That's all. We know you love it.
We're gonna see the winged lion.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We're gonna see Fallon on her big mushroom that the guy won't let her eat. More Steel Ball Run. More Steel Ball Run, gang. It's coming back September. I am reliably told that this will be a course of episodes and not just one.
Something like 11, I want to say.
It would be very funny if it was just one. Every 2 months release schedule for Steel Ball Run.
It'll be done in about 15 years or so.
I will be 48 by the time it is finished. Akira 4K IMAX.
Akira!
Confirmed by Crunchyroll for US and Canada theatrical run in 2026.
Might go to that.
I think that's going to be in October as well, but this October, not the next October. Also Kiki. Kiki's going to be in IMAX, I think. Hell yeah, I'm gonna see that. And finally, Cyberpunk Edgerunner Season 2. I don't know if we talked about this last time, but we have had a good look at all 4 of our main characters, and there's one for everybody. We've got fucking hacker Sasuke, who's got this fucking dead-eyed zoomer stare. We've got this bitch built like General Grievous. Child Nightcrawler. Jake Gyllenhaal in Night City. And one for the old man thirsters.
He seems like he's also like just potential regular Blorbo material.
He looks like sad Vash. He looks like sad Swole Vash.
Yeah, kinda.
What if Vash was just a man? So do you want to know what I've planned for us to watch this evening? Because I've had a strong, I've had a struggle because there's 2 things I wanted to see, and one of them is beautiful, elevates the art form, and the other one is Yani and Neko, which is probably what we're going to watch.
Okay.
Because I have heard that it is so gross that Japanese guys are dropping it.
My God. Okay, let's subject ourselves to it, I guess. We gotta come and eat this trash sometimes.
I just want to know. I want to know, what about this depiction of a cat girl has caused the cat girl enthusiasts of the world to drop it like a hot potato?
No, enough.
This episode of the One Episode Rule brought to you by the refreshing taste of Newport Menthols, bold and cold. They're alive with pleasure.
Secondary sponsor for this episode, catsforcancer.tumblr.com.
Do you want to read this blurb for me?
Sure, I'll read a blurb.
I'll post this blurb.
Yeah. Yani is a cat girl with a seriously bad smoking habit. She smokes so much that her apartment smells like ash and is littered with cigarette butts and plenty of other trash. Every time she tries to quit, she becomes weak to the cravings and gives in almost instantly. Will she ever get her life together, or is she doomed to live as a chain-smoking slob forever?
This cat girl is depressed. They gave this cat girl depression.
Maybe.
Which is kind of why I wanted to watch this. This is also a fairly loosely structured show. I believe it adapted from a comedy manga that has more in common with 4 Koma than long-running stories. But this is why I wanted to talk about this, because I think it's Ganako is conventionally attractive. She is a cat girl. She is like a for real like cat girl. The kind that you rub one out to, it's hentai and it's art. But
yeah, exactly.
But
I will make a comparison later, but we'll get to that.
Taking this character and combining it with the modern trend of it's just like, oh, I love a fail girl. I love a sloppy bitch. No, you don't. No, you
yeah,
don't.
Exactly.
Here's one with real depression.
Yeah.
You fucking hate her. You stopped watching. She freaked you out, and you ran away.
I'm gonna tell you what the last thing that I wrote on my paper was. So the perverts are weak.
The perverts are weak.
The perverts are weak.
So yeah, this is Chainsmoker Cat Chan, whose name is Yanako, but we might as well just call it Chainsmoker Cat Chan. It's hard to place these, but basically the first couple of like skits are just about how much she loves to smoke.
And also how much of a disaster
how much of a fucking disaster. She's got a Hunter Togashi apartment.
Yeah,
his is a little worse. It's more crowded.
It's dire though.
It's real bad. To tell you the truth, I don't think Togashi's apartment was like had the walls be visibly discolored.
Yeah.
It looks like the fucking Grudge in there. It's bad, but
it's pretty rough.
But yeah, what was it? What was the first set of jokes? I forget exactly. Oh, it opens on a beautiful cityscape, because the show is beautiful when it wants to be. It is very well animated. There's a lot of care taken, and
there's a lot of other characters too.
There's a lot of other characters
that have to deal with her.
But she is standing on her balcony smoking, and she's doing one of those smoker things. That I will speak from experience here. There are many nasty habits whenever you're a smoker, but she's doing one of those smoker things that I never did, which is putting out her butts in a jar of water, which makes just the most toxic shit you've ever seen. It is horrendous.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Also, I met numerous people who had those in their car and accidentally drank from them more than once. And I'm just like, couldn't be me. I will start a fire before I do that. My move for the longest time actually was to put out my cigarette on the bottom of my shoe before I stamped it out on the ground so that I would not set anything on fire.
That's a good enough idea.
But yeah, she's having a smoke on a beautiful morning overlooking the city and enjoying the rays of sunlight pouring down on her. And below there, the landlord, the small time, he's a small time landlord. He just owns one like small apartment complex building, just like, I don't know, like 8 units or whatever in a long, low building.
This is one of the funniest characters in the show, I'm not gonna lie.
He's an interesting guy. Um, but he's cleaning up the parking lot, and he's done a great job, and he stands there with his broom, and he's just like, ah, another job well done, parking lot clean of cigarette butts. And she finishes up her morning cigarette, the last in the pack, and she looks over at the jar and says, "Huh," and she dumps it over the side onto his head.
And he's like, wah, wah, wah,
He
wah.
goes, ugh. And she goes, "Oh, I got tar on my clothes." And so she goes inside to change while he charges up to her apartment, and kicks in the door while she's pulling her shirt off, and her just big old knockers just
Her,
flop out because she's not wearing a bra.
them kitty titties, as it were.
And as she turns and looks over her shoulder, and she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Rent's not due yet, is it?" And he just says like, "Later this week," and he closes it while she changes into a new, slightly cleaner outfit. We do revisit him later, though. Oh yeah, this is. I think this scene is enough to drive many people away, and this is not the perverts are weak.
Yeah, this is actually, like,
This
she's
is
nasty
very this
sometimes.
is very intense. Because she spots a cigarette in one of the bags of garbage around around her sitting room, and she digs in there for it, and she goes, "It's like, oh, I can probably still smoke this," and she
It's got
goes,
a little bit of
uh,
substance on it, but
"Yeah,
it's
yeah,"
probably fine.
and she goes to light it up, and then her stomach just makes a noise like, and she goes, "Oh God!" And the next scene is enough to really enough to drive most normal people away instantaneously, because the next scene is her having a shit attack on on the
She's
toilet.
like standing on the toilet like a gargoyle facing the wall
She's
and
facing the
just
wall and hugging the tank, and you do see her blasting shit into the toilet. uh And we intercut that with the guy from before, because the guy from before got so flustered that he had to run down to his apartment and like jerk it. And you just see him from a view of like the hallway seated at his table, and you
and
just
you
hear a
can tell
banging noise.
you can tell because he's just like yoinking tissues out of the box. And I'm
And
like,
you're just
oh
like,
god.
and then it plays the intro, and the intro heals the wounds inflicted by the previous scene because it is so interesting that you have to stop. There's so many references in this intro that I'm sure I didn't catch nearly half of them.
I'm pretty sure every shot was a different like movie or famous
I feel like one of
scene.
those shots was from fucking what was it? LA Confidential.
Probably.
Or she's out in the desert with the guys in the suits lighting one up.
There was
There looks like there's one from GTO in there.
there was a scene from Midsommar where the building is burning at the end of the movie. I was like, what the fuck?
um, And then me and Joey got into a fight because Joey marked down a scene as Shrek and Freerun, and I'm just like, no, that's from Fallen Angels. We have to actually see that movie. It's real cinema.
That's so funny because I forgot it was Freerun. I wrote down Miku.
Oh, it wasn't
It
Miko. No,
wasn't
it was
Miku, that
Free.
was Freerun. You're so right. Shrek and Freerun. That's the
Come
one.
on, it's like a real movie. It deserves more respect. Anyway, what's the what happens whenever we come back? I forget.
We come back and she's doing the gentleman pose.
Oh yeah, she talks about like the small pleasures of life. And one of those is when you get a new pack of cigarettes, they're packed in way too tight. But if you take out like five, you can fit a cheapo Bic in there, and that's perfect. And then she looks at the five that she just took out and immediately just lights them all up. And it's just like, oh, TF2 again, really? Uh, this scene somehow like this morphs into her walking around outside, because this does this not end up being the scene that just made me sit here and go, no, no, don't go
Yeah.
back for the.
Yeah, that's the next scene that
Yeah, she's
happens.
got another full pack, and she's just like, they're too. She's flicking the bottom, which is a move that some people do, where you flick the bottom and you shoot out one and you grab it, and she's like, it's too tightly packed. The new ones are too tightly packed to do this. And she winds one up too strong and blasts like like 7 cigarettes out of the front of the pack, and they just immediately land like they land end down in dog shit. Like four of them land end down in the dog shit, and the others are scattered around. And she immediately just goes, "No, no, God, no! How could this happen to me?" And she's just like, "Okay, okay, 3-second rule. I can just pick up these ones that didn't land in the shit, and I'll just go home." And she leaves the scene. She walks out of the scene to the left, and the camera doesn't move. And I go, "No, no, don't come back for them." Don't come back for them. And it's so long until she comes back, and she's like, maybe if I just cut the ends.
It's like, oh God.
And it made me think, it's just like I've smoked butts out of an ashtray, but only the ones that either I or my dad created.
You didn't take like stranger butts.
The worst thing, I think the worst thing I ever did was pick up a full cigarette off the windowsill of a gas station because because I had seen the guy, and this is typical of smokers, at least in America. It's probably not as common in places like Japan, which is if you're walking into a place and you have a cigarette in your mouth, and you go, "Oh, I can't take this inside," so you stub it out and you put it on the windowsill right beside, like you're walking into a gas station, convenience store, put it on the windowsill, and then when you come out, you pick it back up and you light it again and you leave. And I saw a guy walk into a place, put it on the windowsill, go inside, get all of his shit, come out and not pick it up.
He forgot.
He
Uh-oh.
forgot it.
And you took.
And he got in his car and he left. And I was out of money.
Oh wow.
So eventually I went over there and I cut off the end of the filter with a knife where his mouth had touched it. Actually, I think I just cut the whole filter off and twisted the end.
That's incredible.
And I smoked
funny.
that. I smoked that. This is why you shouldn't smoke.
Yeah. It's moments like this when you just like, you watch this show and you do feel bad for her.
You feel bad for her, and you feel the sexual magnetism of smoking a cigarette until you remember that time that you did that thing.
Yeah.
That was the worst one I ever did.
You're just like, that was sloppy of me.
That was just like, that was bad. That was bad. You shouldn't have did that. Is it this one? It's the next one where she's just like, I've got 6 cigarettes and 270 yen to live off
No.
of for 6 days.
She does jobs.
She does the job
does
first.
Some jobs. Yeah, that's the next thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's she has a few dollars left.
The job section is horrible. It's like she's an evil version of Free Run. It's very funny because also it's very weird. They're like hiring like a bunch of what do they call them?
Neko Force or like it's definitely not Beast Force. It's something like
It's
Anthromata. I don't remember.
Like Anthrotemps was it?
Yeah, Anthrotemps. Actually, I think you're
that
right.
That was in the subtitles. It was Anthrotemps. This is what you'll be doing today, and it's all Anthro girls. And I'm just like, huh? Is this like a specific temp agency? What's going on?
Yeah, what is this universe?
Are we implying some sort of like weird caste system or?
And it's interesting because the next job she takes cleaning that one lady's house.
There's some racism. There's a little bit of racism.
She's like, don't get your beast smell on it.
What's horrible is that lady is correct because Yaniko is a filthy bitch.
Well, that's just because she's a smoker. Not
it's her regular stench.
Yeah,
it doesn't have anything to do with her being a beast. And that old lady just like clocked her, and it's just like, it's not socially acceptable to say you're a filthy bitch. Get out of my house. So I'll just do a little casual racist. But yeah, They're cleaning like these industrial presses, and I don't know what they're for. It looks like they're cleaning blood off of them. It's very strange.
It was weird, kind of
But
scary.
they're just talking about it's just like, yeah, this is a strict no smoking facility. We're gonna confiscate your cigarettes until after your shift. And yeah, it's her. She's just cleaning this place to get a little pocket change, and the whole time it's just like 30 minutes since last cigarette.
She's like legitimately going through all of the
she's
withdrawal
starting. She's
symptoms.
tweaking. um, and finally, yeah, it gets to the end where she's supposed to be like cleaning some machinery, and the guy's just like, "Where's number 23?" It's just like she took off already. It's just like she's got a half hour left on her shift. And then she does the thing that everybody saw in the clips where she immediately rips into a convenience store pack of cigarettes and smokes one in one draw, like Matthew McConaughey would have done,
Fills the
and just
entire street.
blasts the entire area with cigarettes. I
That
felt
was
like that before. I felt like that's what it feels like whenever you get a good one.
it was it was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
uh, After that is the scene where she's just like, I got 270 yen and 6 cigarettes until my next job in 6 days. I can do this. This is doable. She's like, I just smoked one cigarette a day, and the money will just sort itself out. It'll be fine. And she steps out, and she's just like, that's a good one. Yeah. And then when she looks back, the jar has all of the cigarette butts in it. She's just like, well, they're gone now. I'll be able to accept it.
She doesn't accept it.
She doesn't accept it. She immediately is just on her futon, banging on the floor, like, "What does this always happen to me? What's wrong with my
Throws a full
willpower?"
tantrum.
And one of the times she bangs on the floor, she hears like a crinkle, and she pulls out like a 500 yen note from under her bedroll, and she says,
God still loves me
"God
after all.
still loves me." And then she goes and buys another pack of cigarettes and is left with 10 yen for the for the week. So I guess she's not eating. Uh, there's a couple of other. She talks to her sister at one
Yeah,
point.
I think that's the next scene is she calls her
She
younger
calls
sister.
she calls her younger sister just to chat. And she's like, I don't need a reason to call you. I just want to hear your voice. It's just like, yeah, yeah. She's like, you should come hang out sometime. It's just like, oh no, I'm not doing that. She's like, what
I
do you mean?
I like her interactions with her sister because they're not like scummy. Like she genuinely likes her sister.
No, she's not doing it for
Yeah,
any nefarious
I
reason.
was worried it was going to go in that direction, but no, it really doesn't.
No,
Like
no,
she just likes her
she
sister.
likes her sister and wants to hang out with her, and her sister's just like take a photo of your room right now before I'll even consider it. And she goes to take a picture of it, and then just ends up throwing her phone across the room and going, "Oh God, oh God." Okay, I gotta clean this place up. What I do? I gotta get the trash together. Well, I need bags for that, and then I'll get the buds together, and then I'll throw them away, and then clean out all the old food from the fridge, and
I have
I
to clean the poop ring from the
I
toilet.
clean the blueprint for the. And oh God, I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, because she starts spiraling immediately, thinking about cleaning the place up. This girl is clinically depressed.
Yeah. And it's funny, like cleaning a room that has like no furniture or
It's a small room. I don't. She is right. I don't know what she's gonna do about the floor. She
yeah.
fucked up that floor. She is not getting her deposit back. The inside of that apartment looks like the fucking Mexia supermarket.
Oh god.
um, but yeah, and we kind of cut to her sister, and her sister's in her little teenage girl bedroom with her labubus and shit, and it's perfectly clean and normal in there, and pink. And she gets a text, and she's like, "Oh, sis got back to me. I wonder if she like overturned the place cleaning." And she gets a photograph from her, and she opens it up, and it's just a little cat made out of cigarette butts that says "poop" in the middle.
Yeah.
And we cut back to her. It's just like, I don't know why she was so mad. There's a couple of other scenes.
Oh, I think the next thing is that she does the
Oh,
patches.
oh yeah, she tries to. She's just like, maybe I will try and stop smoking, and she's reading the nicotine patch instructions. She's like, I ain't reading all that shit, and just slaps one directly on her forehead. Which, by the way, this is how I quit smoking. um, I would have never considered putting one on my face.
Yeah, no, probably not
Um,
ideal.
they're actually quite large sometimes, but yeah, she slaps one on her face and she just goes like, oh, I bet if I used more, it'd go quicker. And I'm sitting there going like, no, this kills you. Don't. So, yeah, she slaps another like 4 on her face, and she lights up a cigarette with one on it. Like there's a nicotine patch wrapped around the cigarette, and immediately starts tweaking.
Like everything is funny colors and yeah.
She just goes like, there's the scene of her just being drunk in public.
I think she does meet her sister in public for lunch. And
Yeah.
immediately she's
Oh,
like, "Oh, you didn't smoke for 3 days? That's amazing."
yeah, because you think, oh yeah, I guess the experience with the nicotine patches was bad enough, and she's just like, I'm so proud of you. She's like, don't, you don't have to say that. It's just like, yeah, no, I really am. It's a shocking display of willpower. She's like, I know, right? And then she's like automatically pulling out a cigarette and lighting.
It's like reflexive.
Which is true. You will do that if you're too deep in it. Uh, I only ever smoked a pack a day, and it was a problem. Like, but but yeah, and yeah, after that, she's just sort of she's wandering home, and with a beer and a cigarette down a
Oh,
public
she's
street.
so nasty drunk.
It's just like, you a nasty bitch. You a nasty bitch. At two in the afternoon on a Thursday.
She's blowing little smoke hearts.
Like school children are looking on her with disgust.
She bumps into her
Yeah,
landlord.
yeah. She blows a heart shaped smoke ring with a belch from the beer, and she just goes like, "Ha ha, heart shaped." Just like that must be a sign of my good fortune. God still loves me. And she bumps into her landlord, and he turns around and says, "Uh, Yani?" And she belches one into his face. And he's like, what do you want?" He's just like, "I'm just sharing my good fortune." Bleh. She full on gives him like a traumatic recall
Traumatic stress memory from when he was a
from
child and
when he was
his
a child, and
horrible abusive father.
his horrible abusive father was making him quit studying to go buy him cigarettes and beer at the corner store, and he just starts having a panic attack in public while she looks at him like, "Nani?" And nobody does anything for him. He just freaks out in the parking lot. Um, and yeah, she goes home. She actually takes a shower.
This scene was I like this scene because she's like, "Oh, it's such a chore to have a bath." And then she's like, "But it is refreshing. Maybe I like being clean." And then it cuts to the floor,
The floor, and
pile
there's
of
just a
cigarette. It's like
pile
the
of cigarette butts.
nastiest bathroom you've
It's a
ever seen.
horrendous
And I'm just
bathroom.
like, "Oh, you like being clean,
It's a
huh?"
violation of my fond memories of having a cigarette in the tub. Because I will say, cigarette in the tub is a rare pleasure, but uh, slightly more manageable than glass of wine in the tub. Because if you're not careful with glass and the wine in the tub, you will get very drunk a lot faster than you think you
Oh
will.
yeah.
Um, don't drown, folks.
Don't
Um,
drown.
but yeah, she's smoking the whole time, and she's like doing it Japanese style. So she showers, scrubs herself while sitting on the fucking piddly little shower stool, uh, smoking, and then sets it on the lip of the tub so that she can rinse herself, put it back in her mouth, and then get it in the tub, and then throw the lighter in the corner. Yeah. What Joey said earlier is just like I do like being clean, I guess. And then she gets out and has another cigarette without thinking about it. This is what really got me. And she's just like, and I do love having a cigarette after a bath. You were having cigarettes during the bath.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's sitting like just in panties, fully tits out, in her living room with the glass sliding doors open to the night, which is like almost kind of romantic in its way.
Uh-huh. I was like,
And
wait,
she's
that's kind of cozy vibes,
and then
though.
and then she and then she passes out and she wakes up like fully ass naked in the morning with the window having been open all night, and she's just like, oh God, I think I have a cold. Yeah, and she tries to light up another one and immediately just was like, oh, they taste so bad. I definitely have a cold. Um, and yeah, she's just like, I need to rest. And she wraps herself up in bed and then she just looks over and sees the smoking ashtray. And the next scene is her just wrapped up in a bunch of winter clothes going to the
Going to the
convenience store to
corner
get
store.
menthols.
Yeah, she's like, at least I can still stand the menthols.
Menthols, the product my dad switched to because he thought it would make him quit by aversion, and he just got used to it. He didn't
Oh,
want
man.
regular ones after that. Uh, so yeah, this does lead to Emoko arc. Little sister is re-entering the narrative because she's going to come and take care of her sister. She busts down the door wearing a hazmat suit and scares the living shit out of her. And she's just like the scene after, she's like, why did you run? It's just like, I thought you were from public health. like why most people don't come to care for you in hazmat suits, and it's just like, well, I mean, I can't stand it in here. It smells like cigarette smoke and garbage. But I'll still come and take care of you. And she's just like, my sister still loves me, even though I'm such a fuck.
Aw.
She's like, I'll make you some porridge. And she goes in and makes some like rice gruel or porridge or whatever. And that's when we hear Yanako talking to herself about her sister still loves you. But as she's coming back, she just like slips on a bottle that's just left loose on the floor. And starts to fall, and the bowl of porridge goes flying, and Yanako actually catches it, and she's like, oh, save. But whatever Emoko gets up, she's just like, where's my helmet, oh God. And as soon as she like gets an actual breath in, she has to scramble outside and throw up over the balcony, and it lands on the landlord's head again.
Yeah.
He's a bald guy with no neck, and you could never see his eyes, and you just see him going, "Oh God, what is this?" This poor man.
Yeah, it's rough.
What has he done to offend God like this? Is that the end of this one?
There's one more clip, and it's where she has
It was the
the
previous day
dream.
where, well,
Oh,
actually,
yeah, no, there
there's the
is
previous day
another
where
one.
Emoko was buying the hazmat suit at a company, which I think is very funny because it was beside the like Cheetos
Yeah, that is funny.
and she runs into some other cat people. Rare cat boy spotted. Uh, yeah, this other girl and her, presumably her boyfriend or brother. I'm not sure. He does not speak, uh, and it is not important. But yeah, they talk about Yaniko, and she's like, like it must be real trouble for you to come all the way out here. If you drop me a text, I could just go and check on her. And she's just like, no, she's my sister. I should be the one to take care of her. And both of them just like, can we adopt you?
You're like, oh, that's so cute.
Uh, and yeah, we cut back to a scene of her and her sister in a in a hospital. And did you notice that the doctor was the landlord? Yeah. And he's just pointing to an X-ray, and it's just one lung that's like just fully blacked out, and she's just like, so her lungs are, yeah, she's got like 2 months. She's just like, 2 months? Well, I don't know, maybe longer, 100 days. And Yanako just says, ah, I see. Well, we all have to die eventually, and she immediately lights up again. And the last scene of it is this guy just like, there's no smoking in the hospital. And he fully chops her in the face and like drags her off screen before she wakes up from her nightmare and calls her sister. And her sister's just like, Yani, are you okay? I think I'm gonna try and quit smoking. And her sister's just like, that's wonderful. It's like, hey, look outside right now. It's really beautiful. And she goes to the window of her like filthy apartment and opens the sliding doors to look out on her balcony. And she's like, yeah, the Milky Way's like really visible tonight. It's really beautiful. And she's like, yeah, it is. It looks like cigarette smoke. And it cuts to the sister's perspective, and you just hear click. And she's like, what was that? What was that sound? That sounded like you lit something. I thought you were quitting. She's like, yeah, this is peak. And that's the end of the
That's the
show.
episode.
So, Joey, what did you think about this gross show?
I've already stated the perverts are weak. This was funny as shit.
The perverts are weak.
You know, okay, to go back to the comparison that I was going to draw. Watching this hit a similar comedic niche for me that watching Osamatsu-san had.
Oh yeah,
Where they're like a bunch of nasty, pathetic fail boys.
yeah,
This is the nasty, pathetic fail girl equivalent, and I'm into it.
yeah. You
I'm
like
here for it.
the only scene I remember from Osamatsu was one of the ones where they were suggesting that one of the guys was about to get violated with a big
Yeah.
iron club.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just fascinated by like the choice to take the conventionally attractive cat girl, the most desirable of anime girls, and make her like just filthy and horrible.
Make her an actual, actual sloppy bitch representation.
Like actual, like too maybe a little too sloppy bitch.
Maybe a little
Somebody
too.
help her.
Literally, someone help her, but it's interesting at least.
Um, I'm fascinated by that, and I do think I think the perverts are weak, but the normal people are normal people, and
Yeah.
they don't necessarily want to turn on an anime and see the main character
Vertically shitting into a toilet.
blasting shit into a toilet within the first 30 seconds.
Sure, I will say that this show probably isn't for everyone.
No.
But if you have a certain fucked up sense of humor, this could be for you, maybe.
If you want a window into Joey's twisted mind. Back into JoJo's Joker-fied world.
Welcome to my sick and twisted vision.
Welcome to my living nightmare. I'm not gonna watch any more of this. I have other things to do.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. I could see myself catching. There's only one episode of this out so
There's
far.
only one episode. I will say, actually, I may watch another episode because I know for a fact that there is another cat girl who is like kind of worse.
Oh fuck!
I don't think her apartment is fucked up or anything, but I do know that she is straight up doing like crack.
Oh no!
Or no, it was heroin. I think it was heroin.
Jesus!
The first thing I saw of her was her just like
wow,
slapping the arm to get it ready.
Oh boy, that's rough.
It's like Jesus. So yeah. Anyway, if you'd like to crack a pack with us, you can do that at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one the word, not the number. You can I don't know, Twitter and Blue Sky. We are at One Episode Cast. Come sponsor us if you are catsforcancer.tumblr.com.
I don't know what other joke we would do here. It's just like
I don't know. It's funny.
You
cat
can't
girl.
take care of us while we're sick.
No, this is
Stay
not
out of my house. You don't belong here.
None of us smoke, so like I don't know.
Not anymore.
Well, well, you know.
I do appreciate that we're living in the season of the war between the smoking and anti-smoking forces because of the premiere of Yani and Neko versus the revelation of cool Chinese cigarettes.
Uh-oh.